What up, everybody? Hey, it's Charles. Yesterday on Facebook, I posted the question, do you feel like state safety inspections for vehicles are a good thing, or does it feel just like a money grab? Well, the reason I asked this question is last night I was sitting in round one of 2 rounds of safety recertification. Every 4 years, we have to sit through 8 hours of training on how to inspect cars for the state. Well, the first thing that was handed to us was this booklet. It is the year 2016, and notice this was made in 2012. The second thing, what the instructor said was, this is basically a quote. My job in this class is to show you all the things that are wrong with this book. Not only that, this book is not the law. This book, you can see I have a section circled right there. This book is purely a guideline. So at any time, this can be wrong. In fact, this is so wrong that it talks about doing tailpipe testing for state inspection. Well, it's been since about 2005 that we did tailpipe inspection. So we have a book already 4 years outdated. That was already, 7 years outdated when it came out. So that alone should tell you how much the state really cares about these cars being safe. In addition to that, we spent more time talking about window tint and window tint laws than we did on any other topic through the entire class. So window tint, right? Tinted windows. We spent more time on it, more time than brakes, more time than suspension, more time than steering, more time than anything else, one single subject we spent talking about window tint. Now, in what world is window tint, right? Film on your windows, whether it's the back ones like my wagon, front ones, windshield, more important than brakes, more important than steering, more important than suspension, more important than power steering, more important than any of that, more important than lights. What world is that say to someone like me who is in sort of a conflict with this whole thing that we'll talk about in a second, that the state really gives a crap about cars being safe? It doesn't. It really doesn't. So I'm at a conflict, right? I get paid to do these inspections. So we get paid, it's not much, 0.3 for safety. So what's that, 18 minutes to do a safety inspection? We get paid. So me being against this directly affects my paycheck. But, there's this moral obligation to charging people for what we should be charging, and people paying for a worthwhile and valid service that kind of goes out the window because the state cares more about whether your windows are tinted too dark than whether all your brake lights work, or your tail lights, or your turn signals, or whether your steering wheel has 3 inches. So in North Carolina, your steering wheel can have 3 inches of play. I actually have my phone sitting on my steering wheel. Let me give you guys an idea of what 3 inches of play is. That's 1.5 inches one way. That's about 1.5 inches the other way. It's actually probably a little more than, I would probably have to go a little bit further. But to affect your steering while you're driving, this is about all you need to do, at least in my car. So 3 inches is so much. You can't tell me that a car with 3 inches of play, especially a modern car, is a completely safe car. There's something wrong with it. So understand that when you guys are paying these fees, there's really nothing we can do about it. We're pretty much screwed, for lack of a better word. But just don't fall into this ideal that because the state has a safety inspection, right? How to do North Carolina safety inspections, this nonsense, that they really care about safe cars. It really is just another tax. It's a tax on drivers. It's a tax for shops. It's a tax for me as an inspector. Luckily my dealership pays to send me to these classes, but they're paying to send guys to classes to learn how to do this. The dealerships or the inspection stations buy the equipment. It's like $3 or $4 grand to buy these inspection machines, which, by the way, still use dial-up for the internet to call it the state. So that, again, should show you kind of how much they care about it. So that happens. Obviously, drivers have to pay every year for the sticker. It's an electronic sticker, so it's a sticker, as well as the labor to have this stuff done. So I don't know what you guys think. In fact, post what you think down in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on safety. Now, emissions, we'll have a different conversation about, but this is purely about safety. To me, the more I think about it, the more I dive into what goes on, and really what put me over the edge was this stupid book that says 2012 that's already 4 years outdated, that was 7 years outdated when it came out in 12. Of course, it probably took the government that long to make it to begin with. But post your thoughts. What do you think? Safety inspections, good, no good, worth it, not worth it? Or is it just a complete money grab by the state?